right about that time. So, leg day today, legs variation B is going to be on the books. I do start this session with some primers and prehab work as any other session, as you all know. And then, because it's a small leg day, it's not my main leg day. On this leg day, I hit only hamstrings and glutes, and I do start with one exercise of tricep and one of bicep before moving into the main session. So this is the plan for today. We start with tricep, we move into some bicep, and then we get into hamstrings, glutes, and calves to close off. 2 working sets here of 10 to 12 reps. This is the second warm-up. I just wrapped up my prehab and primer work, which for my lower body day, it's hanging stretch, hip airplanes, lunges, Bulgarian split squats, one set of each, 10 rep set, just blood flow, nothing else, just primers, and one set of planks and one set of side planks of each side. Every one of them by 1 minute each. This is the second warm-up of the tricep. Alright guys, so just wrapped up tricep work. We did 2 working sets there on the back off. I tried to stay a bit closer because I saw that on the top set I was a bit far back and it couldn't let me fully stretch and smash those elbows, smash those forearms fully into the bicep and get that full stretch of the tricep. So second set I got a little bit closer so it could help me do that, and he was way better. And now we are into the cable curls, single arm. Here we're trying to bias the shortened range of the bicep and load it as much as possible on that range. So 2 working sets here of 8 to 12 reps. First working set about to go down. We put a small biscuit here. I don't know if you can see it, to make the progress happen. And micro loading is one of the best ways to progressively overload because it doesn't sacrifice any of your form and it still gives you more stimulus for the muscle. So a nice way to introduce to your training, and it will keep you progressing faster than you think. Wonderful. Nice progress here. That was a new weight for us with a small biscuit, and this means progression. Over a course of weeks, those micro loading will add up to big weights. Always considering the experience of training the individual has, it becomes harder and harder to progress over time. So these kind of methods do uh, make the progress easier. So here, what I do want to think about is getting 1 or 2 steps away from the cable so we can bias that shorten range as we aim to. And then I think of driving that elbow up and in to my body so so the elbow doesn't move excessively forward and we lose then the tension of the bicep and shift it into the shoulder. So this is a good way to think about this exercise, to get the most out of your bicep and isolate it as much as possible, which this is an exercise that you want to aim about isolating it as much as possible. It's not a compound. It's not an exercise where you can fill up the stack. It's an exercise where you got to be careful and pay attention to each and every rep, and make sure the quality is high and the stress that you're putting on the muscle is as high as possible, because that's what drives the stimulus and that's what drives growth. So always, when we say we try to progressively overload, is because we're trying to create more stress into the muscle. But this doesn't necessarily mean more load into the bar or into the stack. You can create more stress by putting more emphasis into the quality of the reps that you are doing. So keep that in mind. So wrapped up the bicep as well. 2 working sets there. My back over was 10 reps, spot on as well. So both sets were heated in a sweet spot. I saw on one of the clips that I tend from my left side to keep the wrist a little bit bent when I contract. And this is the merit of filming your working sets, because you can always tell them what you're doing wrong, where you are making mistakes, and you can be open to learn and to improve them. So as much as I don't like keeping my phone with me, see, there's a merit in it. So at least we can get something out of it. This thing is to fix there on the left side. Other than that, everything is spot on and perfectly fine. Now we are into some single leg lying leg curls. The reason I do single leg here is for variety, because on the other day I have it both legs. That's one reason. And secondly, I feel much better single leg. I can contract better. And because my adductors are not so smashed into each other, I can get more range of motion. So let's get into here 2 warm-up sets and 2 working sets then to follow that up, 8 to 10 reps. Alright, so that was the back of done. Wonderful set. A rep progression. The top set was 2.5 kgs more, and we got 8 reps. I probably had another one on the first set, but I just saved it because it was a new weight, and I try to keep every single rep as tidy as possible. We want with our sets to look, the reps to look all the same from the first one to the last one. Only thing that changes is the tempo. Other than that, the quality, we want to aim to keep it the same start to finish, and that will bring true merit on growth and true merit on hypertrophy. Keep that in mind. Now we move over to the 45 degrees hyperextensions. Okay, so what we want to aim for here, it's reaching our chest away from it and getting that full stretch on the hamstrings to load them into the lengthened position as we just loaded them in the shortened range. So here we want to have as well 2-second pause at the contraction, so we get some benefit out of the glute engagement as well, and not just the hamstrings. Other than that, we want to keep a nice and braced core and a neutral spine. Let's get this. Fits fully into the platform to help with stability. Knees nice and tight. If you do this properly, you won't breathe. Looks easy, but it isn't. Very nice job here. Hamstrings are burning. Wonderful. Easy. Easy, not easy. What a set. First set was an 8, second set was a 10. Wonderful. I think last time The second set I got 8 or 9, so today just came easily the progression, and that's how it should be coming. If it's not there, don't take it. Simple as that. The progression should be the results as a result of your optimal plans that you're following. Food, training, supplementation, and everything else. Not your ego taking over. And now, this is what you have to do when you finish. But you have to have a driving license for this. The best driving license out there. Let's lock ourselves up for the next exercise. Nice and tight. So we don't escape. So we don't run. Two working sets here. 8 to 10 reps. We try to push them heels down and away from us, and tuck those knees into the pad, and it feels so painful when you do that. So that's what we're trying to do with any exercise. Make it as hard and as painful as we can. We're gonna bake off the weight a little for the second set and try to aim for the same amount of reps or slightly higher. Before we get into our back off, we drink our serving of aminos. At this moment of time, this taste is better than every sugary drink that you can think of. Great. And let's get to work. Great. What a set. Job done with hamstrings. Now we move into a single set of hip thrusts and then into calves. Alright, this was good enough, not the best, as it was my first time trying it on Smith, because the machine we have here is pretty light, and I do aim for this working set to be 5 to 8 reps, and even this was light, but many things I could change on execution, but it's okay. First time trying it, it's always room to improve, especially when it's something new. So we don't mind it. We move on. But surely will be improved by far, by a mile. Let's move into some calves now. Let's get into some calves now. I just saw the set on the hip thrust. It wasn't that bad actually, as I thought it was. Still some things that can improve, but actually, truly, it wasn't that bad. Because I want everything to be spot on, and sometimes I tend to overanalyze things without reason. But this is me. Something to improve as well. And that has been improved by a mile because it used to cause a lot of stress. So even now it's all good. But it can be better. It's never perfect. Let's load this up for calves now. And the pump from the hip thrust is present as well. Two working sets here of 10 to 15 reps, giving priority to the stretch, as the calves are a muscle that do contract throughout the day, and the stretch is where they benefit the most on that length and range. So we make sure we load them properly there by having a 3-second pause and then being powerful on the way up. Powerful doesn't mean kicking the weight. It's good to be powerful and have a powerful eccentric concentric with every single exercise and every single muscle, but be careful to not use momentum while doing so. Good work. Let's back off a little now to get the same number of reps. I did take that last one because, as I said at the beginning, the main priority here is the stretch. So even if we don't fully contract a rep, that's not the biggest deal. We're still benefiting from where we aim to. Yep, wonderful. Alright guys, so that was for today's video as well. This was the small leg session of mine. We call it small, but it's not really. It's small on paper. It doesn't feel as easy as it looks, but it's just, for me, it's fun. I don't see I don't see any suffering. I do try my best to suffer, and I still have fun with it. And this is why we have the motto: blood, sweat, and tears. There's nothing fancy that you'll see from me besides that. So, if you're searching for any fun things, any beautiful things, anything that's gonna bring you any pleasure, You won't find it right here. Right here, all you'll find is blood, sweat, and tears. So simple as that. That's what you will always see from me. Either you like it or you don't. If you don't, that's bad for you. Let me know, guys, what you want to see for the next video. If it should be any training video, full day of eating, any tips that you want to hear from me, let me know, and I'll try to do the best to deliver it to you guys. Do not forget though, until then, train hard. Train hard, guys, because that's what builds muscle. Do your best. First, what comes first is intensity, then is accuracy, then is effort. So do your best to not miss any of these. Do not over obsess over small variables when you haven't mastered the basics yet. So keep that in mind, and be careful with how you treat things in your training, in your lifestyle, because this thing can burn you out pretty easily. So keep that tip from me, and thank you all for watching. If you can like this video, share it, comment it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and I'll try my best to give it back to you guys with what I can. So until next time, I'm out.